What up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I just finished packing, right? Today is, let's see, November 18th, which is a Sunday. It's about 7:30. I slacked off most of the day. I did go pick up some stuff from Walmart. That suitcase is my life. It's everything that I'm taking with me, plus the blue one behind it, which is not much bigger, but probably all the heavier. Yeah, and then I was sitting there thinking about it today, like, what am I really, like, getting myself into? Like, yeah, you're going to Bali. Bali's a paradise. It's beautiful, you know, plenty of yoga, plenty of meditation, plenty of just beautiful things all around you. But, like, I just started thinking about it in the context of being, like, a black person and a black woman. And usually I don't approach a lot of situations like that because it really will stop you from doing what you want to do, going where you want to go. And while it's not something that I feel like is going to stop me, I do feel like it's going to be something that heavily influences my experience. And that's just what I started thinking about today. Wow. Are you done? But anyway, like, I just started thinking about how it's going to, like, influence my experience. I'm thinking about, like, all the, not microaggressions. There will be some microaggressions, and I kind of expect that from certain groups of people. But just, like, the curiosity that comes from the people that live there, and that just comes with being in Asia as, you know, being a black person in general. Like, I don't think I'm really fully prepared for that. But how could you prepare for something like that? It's just, it's something that I'm, like, trying to mentally prepare for. Because when I was in Europe for, like, the 4 months that I was there this year, it was, like, an eye-opener. Like, I realized how ignorant some people can be. And it's, let me just put out there, ignorance not a bad thing, but textbook definition is just, like, simply not knowing. But yeah, a lot of people in Europe were pretty ignorant to black people, which was very interesting to me. I gave some leniency in East Europe because it's a lot less developed than West Europe, but even then, like, just having people stare at me in Europe, it drove me kind of crazy after a while. And I just know that it might be that times 5 or times 10 when I get to Bali, and I just don't know how I'm gonna handle it yet. It's like, should I embrace people's curiosity and be like, you know, yeah, you could take a picture with me? Or should I just be like, it's about time we just start to learn that there's other people on the earth? Because that's just really what it comes down to. Like, there's other people on the earth that do not look like you. And we move about this earth freely and as we want to. I just don't feel like it's my job to educate on people and stuff like that. And I don't know how to do it in a way that's not dismissive. And I don't know how to do it in a way that's gentle. It's probably something that I need to pray about, honestly, because I think as long as we're here on earth, like, people are always going to be ignorant to something. And I think being in America also just gives me like the privilege to see people from all over the world in one place. Like, when I see people from a Muslim background, you know, maybe just covered from head to toe and all you can see is their eyes, I don't even look twice because it's just everyday things. Like, that's their practice. And yeah, they're in Walmart right now. I hope you find the oranges. Like, I don't really care, but it's just so strange when people do it to you. Especially because, to me, being black is a common thing. And to me, being black is what is being, like, I don't know, it's what's being mocked around the world. Like, being in Europe and Amsterdam, like, seeing all this hip-hop culture and stuff like that, and these kids dressed a certain way, it's like, you're surprised by seeing a black person, but that's exactly where you get your style from. So the fact that I'm standing here in front of you shouldn't really be a big deal. I don't know. I think in Asia, though, I will have a little bit of leniency because it's not Europe, you know. It's not like Asia, you know, colonized the whole continent of Africa. But I don't know. It's one of those things that I don't want to deal with every day. A couple of days, cool, but every day it's going to be a thing. And I need to get my mind right. And I need to get ready for that. And I'll let you guys know how it keeps going. And, you know, maybe you'll see some things on camera as time goes on. And you can point it out to me and we can talk about it. But no regrets still. Like, I'm still pumped. I'm still excited about it. I'm still really, really look forward to going to Bali and living there. But I feel like we just need to be better as a world. Like, we just need to, like, learn about each other and just let people be. And let them be comfortable with where they are, who they are, how they were born, what they look. I don't know. I just feel like we're so far along in history. We have so much technology. We have so many things that give us access to so much more that it blows me when people act like the color of my skin is such a fascinating thing. And I think I would be fine with it too if people didn't treat you as if you weren't of this earth when they asked you questions about it. I remember being in Serbia and this guy would, like, he asked me, he was like, hey, can you take your sunglasses off? I want to see what your eyes look like. And I don't think he just said that because he thought I had pretty eyes. I think he literally just thought because I'm black, my eyes would look different. And I just thought, I can't fault him for being ignorant, but at the same time, why would you even think something that crazy? It's not like I don't know, missing an eye. It's just, oh, it's gonna be an adventure, and that's what I'm mentally preparing myself for. But let's be positive. I'm so excited about going to Bali. I find myself, like, ridiculously relaxed about all of this. And I think that's the best way to approach it. It's like somebody gave me, like, an invisible Xanax, and I've been, like, on it ever since I made the decision. And I feel like that's just my whole attitude going into it. Like, yep, this is what I'm gonna do. But I think being anxious about it would cause me to, like, limit myself and maybe just, I don't know, not even go through with it. So I'm happy that I had this attitude about it. I've never been to Asia before. You would think I have been to Asia before by the way that I'm kind of, like, just like, yep. But no, I've never been to Asia before. This would be my first time. I'm actually planning to do much more of Asia as I settle into my new, like, lifestyle in Bali. So Japan, South Korea, China, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos probably will be coming in the future, but we'll see once I get there and get settled. Also, we'll see once, you know, I line up my finances and see what it's looking like, because right now, oh my goodness, just like my baggage fees, I'm already, like, kind of dreading that, but I'm also trying to stay positive about it. But yeah, I do plan on doing some more traveling, and I actually plan on just, like, covering a lot. I might even go to, I don't know, I might even go to, like, Australia. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's just something I was thinking about today, and just how this experience will kind of differ from what I see on YouTube right now. You know, you can look up moving to Bali and stuff like that, but they're all going to be Caucasian people. So their experience isn't going to be anything like mine, I think. And if you think about it, there's so many Australians in Bali that, you know, being white, you could just very well be mistaken for an Australian. Whereas me, you know, it's probably like, how did you get here? And I don't think anybody's going to guess that I'm American off top until I speak. But yeah, that's why I think this is going to be really interesting. Guys, give me some tips to, like, deal with curiosity of people. And I've been trying to practice smiling at people, but it gets really hard when people just stare at you as if you're, like, not a person. You know, now I kind of think about, you know, how sometimes people just stare at homeless people and don't even, like, give them a smile or a wave, and it's like, they're still people. And that's kind of how I feel when people just stare at me. It's like, I'm a human being, and I see you staring at me. At least smile at me so that I know you're, you know, at least just doing it out of curiosity. I don't know. Give me some tips that I can use to cope with that type of thing. Or if there's another perspective that I should look at it from. A lot of people that I know have traveled to Asia and loved it. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. So I'm gonna be done rambling right now. I'm gonna finish packing like my carry-on bag because tomorrow headed to Vegas, like I told you in my last video. And yeah, so let me get off here. I'll show you guys everything as it progresses. This time next week we'll be in Bali together. So yeah, thank you for listening to this rant. I'm not even sure if it made sense. And if you stuck along and followed along with my thoughts, then thank you so much. I find that this might be very therapeutic throughout this process and throughout this like transition. So yeah, I really hope that we can stick together throughout this and see what comes of it. All right, okay. All right, see you guys in my next video. Subscribe, like, comment, leave me feedback. Follow me on Instagram because I post a lot there. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.